So you're looking to make an extra $50 to $100 a day with a side job that you can be able to do when you're in high school, college, or if you're a full-time married person trying to make money for their kids to help put food on the table or to save up on a vacation. Well, in this video, I'm going to give you 6 side jobs that you can do in the winter that can help you reach your financial goals. Now, a lot of these jobs I've done personally or I've had friends do that help them make a consistent $50 to $100 extra a day to be able to reach their financial goals. If you guys enjoy this video, please hit that like button, subscribe, and share with your friends. For number 6, we're going to go over TaskRabbit. Now, TaskRabbit is an app, and a lot of these end up interchanging with one another. So for TaskRabbit, you're going to have jobs that will be posted, and you'll give your skills. So if you need to assemble furniture, if you need to get things delivered to your home, you can charge an hourly rate for those fees to help out people in your city or town. Now, with how TaskRabbit works, they do take 15% of how much you make, and that is incorporated into the cost that they're charging the customer. But the way that this can work is that you can develop a client base, and these people can come and contact you personally and pay you in cash instead of going through the app. Now, another thing to notice about this is that they were actually bought by IKEA. It is ran independently, but this is great, so you'll have the network of IKEA and them having to assemble their furniture so you can help people in your communities like that. Now, number 5 is probably something that you've heard before, but it's called WAGS. Now, WAGS is an online dog walking service where you'll be able to walk dogs for around $10 to $18 an hour. Now, this is great because, again, you get to build a clientele base. And after you start building a relationship with the dog owners, you are able to call them personally, or they'll be calling you personally, and then you can be getting paid cash instead of letting WAGs take their commission. Now, they also offer dog babysitting, which is personally a pretty great thing because then your dog can have something to play with, and then you can get paid for taking care of their dog while the owner is away. So this can be anywhere $50 to $100 depending on how long the visit is, and it ends up just being an overall good time if you're an avid dog lover. Number 4 is actually going to be one of these delivery services. Again, it's going to be Amazon Flex. Now, how Amazon Flex works, it's kind of like Uber, Lyft on steroids, but you don't have to deal with the people. So you're going to be getting paid $18 to $25 an hour to deliver goods from their Amazon Fresh locations. Now, the way this works is that you won't have to be there at a certain time for an employer. You get to work on your own schedule, but you have to work in a block. So the way they have it set up is that you have about 2 to 4 hour blocks, or they have instant ready to go deliveries that are already prepared and they're looking for drivers. This gives you the flexibility and lets you put in some extra work if you have the extra time to make around $50 to $100 in a day. Now, you will have to take into account that you are putting miles on your vehicle, but this is a good option if you're looking for some quick cash and you need a quick part-time job. Additionally to that, this is only offered in a few select locations depending on where you're located. So this is more driven towards inner cities. And if you are looking for a job where they have these locations going up, this will be a great part-time job for you in the future. On to number 3. And in number 3, we're going to be talking about something that's a little bit more unique. So you've heard of house sitting and stuff like that, but if you live in the more rural areas instead of the city, there's a lot of farmers that like to go on vacation, don't want to really deal with the winter. So you can actually offer to farm sit. Now, instead of house sitting and just making sure things work, you're kind of doing the same thing at a farm, but they have other things that they want you to look at to make sure their barns are okay after a snowstorm, make sure something else is okay with inside their house, make sure things aren't freezing, their pipes aren't bursting, and things like that. They'll pay you about $10, $20 to just go check on their house while they're gone away in Florida or somewhere else that's a little bit warmer for the winter, because these are more elderly people that don't really want to deal with the cold. And this actually rolls into my second side job that you can do, which is actually going to be personal shopping for elderly people. Now, if you see that all of these are kind of interconnected, you can build a clientele and then work for cash afterwards. Now, personal shopping, there are apps, and I'm going to put a link in the description down below for you guys to be able to look at, such as Instacart, but you'll be able to meet these elderly people and be able to provide their groceries for them, especially during the cold. They don't really want to get cold. It's not as great on your body when you're a little bit older. They have to worry about getting sick. And if they aren't going out, that's one less interaction they have to make with a lot of people that could potentially hurt them in the future. Now, if you're working for an app such as Instacart, you'll be able to make $18 to $27 an hour. Now that's determined on how far your driving distance is, how big the grocery load is. But really, the reason why you'd be using Instacart is to build the network with the more elderly people. Now, the way it's kind of set up is that you can actually go to certain elderly communities, such as Del Webb up here, that have a lot of elderly people, and you could actually work on your door-to-door sales. Now, I know a lot of people don't like doing door-to-door sales, but it's a skill that you're going to need to learn, which is communication. Now, like I've been saying with all these other job ideas, you can actually build a relationship with these people and end up getting paid cash instead of going through the app. So you can actually either go door to door, build those communication skills, or if you're still a little bit nervous trying to get some experience with communication, try some of these apps, get to know the people, and then you'll be able to build a community and a network for you to be able to have consistent side job work, and that could help you make $50 to $100 a day, easily adding to your monthly income. One other thing that I'd like to add for this side job, which is the delivering groceries, you can actually offer to sanitize the groceries for them as well. Like I said before, they are a little bit more often at risk with their immunodisabilities, so you can offer to disinfect their groceries for $1, $2, $3 extra, and bring a thing of wet wipes, take the groceries out of the bag, make sure they're all super clean, don't let it touch the grocery bags. That's what people are touching at the stores, and it helps them feel a little bit safer, and it shows that you're going the extra mile, trying to make sure that they're safe and you're providing a great value to them. Now, number one is actually going to be one that most people don't like to think about, and it does require some labor, which is going to be snow plowing. Now, if you're under 18, a lot of companies will still hire you for $15 to $18 an hour to work as a snowplow driver, or to help shovel certain areas or put salt down for your local school and stuff. So you can work for private companies or for the city, because some cities have their own snowplows. Now, once you become 18 years old, the price and pay usually goes up to around $18 to $22 an hour. And then if you get a Class B, which I'll have a link in the description down below, that's around $2,800. So if you're a little bit younger, just turned 18, this might be a good investment for you, or depending on how long you're looking to work this extra job to make some more money. If you get the Class B CDL, you're looking at making around $25 to $32 an hour if you're working for a city or for an independent contractor. This is how this job gets a little tricky. So yes, you are making a lot more money than you would with all these other side jobs, but the work is inconsistent. So if you're in a snowy climate, you are heavily reliant on if you're gonna have a big snow or a bad snow. But this job needs to be done, and they need people that are willing to do it. And it's very easy if you go in and try to talk to these cities or independent companies. They really need help, and they're more than willing to help you get experience to get your CDL if you're willing to stay with them for a few years. Now, the hard part about this job is that you will be working most likely at night or later on in the day. But if you're looking for some great money as a side job that's always going to be relevant, usually every single year it does snow if you live in the northern climates, then this job might be a great job for you. I hope I provided a lot of value to you guys in this video. I tried thinking of 6 different jobs that usually you don't really hear of, and what I've done in my own personal experience and what my friends and family have done to make it consistent $50 to $100 extra a day, just trying to pay for things through school, trying to make some extra spending cash, trying to get that money to go on a vacation, things like that. This has really helped them be able to do the things that they wanted to do. If you guys would like to know more about personal finance and other side jobs that you can do, please remember to hit that like button and subscribe, and I'll be making sure to get more of these videos out there. If you guys have any jobs that I missed and that you guys would like me to cover, please put and drop them in the comments down below. A lot of people would love to hear them, and it'll help get people their ideas and help things rolling. In winter, it's kind of hard to get a good job, and a side job, so you have to be a little bit more creative than if it was summer. With that being said, have a great day.